going to turn around. He'll walk over one, getting spotted. There's the Rune Prison.
He managed to get the Rune Prison on the tower, but he flashes just in time before that Fear Leash went off, and Kaigu now gets caught out. That's going to be the Cocoon on towards him. He's taking a hell of a lot of damage here. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. First blood will come in. It's Xmithie that takes it.
And even though the blue buff is timing out right now, the fact that mancloud has Tier and a Doran's Ring means he can just keep shoving. And after that basically double buff transfer, the bad gank on the top lane, it's going to be a fight on a Snoy first.
And Snoy is going to go down. There's no way he's surviving this one. Normally it's very hard to dive that Shen, but the three-man Vulcun team knew exactly what they were doing. Pressure on there. Tgee was coming up to try and help out, but he is going to be passing straight into that wall of pain from mancloud. mancloud going to keep the pressure on. He has got flash available. It may well require it because mancloud's not going to give up the waste chase on here. Does manage to get the lay waste down. Ace in the hole coming out. mancloud caught out there. Great chain of corruption from Exo, but the exhaust just timely. He's going to flash through. Gets the kill on towards mancloud. Zuna in trouble around the backside. He's going to get taken down. You're going to see the Requiem landing. He's not going to find his target. Now they're going to get the lockup on BloodWater. BloodWater tries to get the kill. He's got his passive available, but that's a third kill for Mineski. And Vulcun just completely caught out in the river. But it does seem that Kaigu is within ultimate range. Hasn't got it quite available just yet. Will be up in a couple of seconds. You can see Vulcun already putting the pressure down. The hook on towards Zuna pulls him into the tower. He is going to go down. There's no doubt about that. Stranglethorns will not save him. Has teleport. There is also Stand United available. Oh, that's going to be, I think it was just off the side. Xmithie getting caught out completely. He's going to come in for this one. Doesn't get the steal. Instead tries to repel away, but he's got nowhere to go. Zuna's going to get dived on by Kaigu. And instead it's a bit of a sloppy fight. But you do see a piercing arrow landing across. mancloud getting involved. Gets himself straight up towards Yume. He goes down. Snoy gets the kill there, but this could be good turnaround from Vulcun. There's going to be the Requiem coming down. He manages to get one. It's going to be another going down as well. Sid comes across, and that is almost the ace coming out here. One more to go. Snoy turns around, gets the flash, gets down on towards Xmithie. BloodWater taken low, but Sycho Sid with that wither should have enough to finish him off. He tries desperately to get on BloodWater, but it's not going to happen. Wow, Kaigu the only man to have survived. They try and land that cocoon on towards anyone. Xmithie tries to get that grab. Exo taking low. He gets the cocoon on him. That should surely be the go sign. Can they catch on towards him? Stranglethorns does manage to bounce three members, but it's Xmithie that's trying desperately to back away from this one. Stand United was burnt out from Snoy, and Vulcun successfully hold on to the turret. But look at Mineski. They're trying to gang up on him.
There's this taunt coming in. It's Kaigu to show up. There's a lot here. Sycho's going to have a hard time getting out.
He has to use that ghost, gets Fear Leashed off, but the rest of the team come in, closing around the side. Exo getting caught out. As we mentioned, he's the man, he's the target, but instead he puts a good piercing arrow back across on towards Sid. Mineski's going to go down though. Kaigu tries to get down, but he gets away from it. Zuna gets turned around, has to cleanse off, taken so low, but that Red Bull's not quite enough to take him down. And he gets away with just about 8 hit points. Spell shield comes out from Kaigu. Requiem does not find its target. So I can just say that Zuna actually got out of that fight with 4 hit points. 4 hit points. Vulcun though, they're going for it. You can see Kaigu coming in. He wants to get the smite steal. It's not going to happen for him. Xmithie manages to lock it down. Sid comes back in there. He's caught out, and you see the Stranglethorns bouncing Mineski up. Snoy is still yet to get him towards anyone. And instead, it's going to be Vulcun backing away, but Sid's not done yet. Gets on towards Kaigu.
The rating for Vulcun is the Nasus lane, Sycho Sid. He's not being pressured much at all. He's 1-0-3. This score is very familiar to the game against Fnatic. Ooh, yes, that was close, but Vulcun go for an opening. They're
going to try and turn it around. Kaigu uses that paranoia, goes straight back in there. Stranglethorns will bounce a lot of them up. BloodWater gets away from that. That's a good chain of corruption. mancloud's going to get focused on, but he's managed to get that damage down. He's going to try and go towards Kaigu. Gets blocked up by Snoy, but it's all to the Veil, and he will go down, but that's a jungler for mid lane. You can see Mineski, they're coming up to this one. They've realized what is happening. Can they get close enough though? Paranoia is available. He's going to have to go. He's too late. That's going to be Vulcun picking up the Baron. Can they turn the fight around now? Xmithie taken low. Sycho Sid also getting dropped. He's getting picked off, but he's so tanky. Pops that ghost. He's going to get dropped down. That's one down for Mineski. You see Kaigu and Snoy getting close in there. mancloud's finally going to close the gap. He's going to have to get it focused on. You can see Stand United on towards him. That's going to be mancloud going down, but Exo is also going to pay the price. And you can see Requiem not going to find his target. Ace in the hole comes in. It was a 2 for 2, but it was Baron for Vulcun.
Uh-oh, but it's Xmithie getting caught right here.
He's going to get caught out. It's going to be the damage coming out, but Exo, Zuna comes in. Zuna puts the damage down. Snoy's going to have to try and slide away from this one, but he's not going to make it. Grasping Root comes out. Snoy taken so low, but forced away. That's also going to be a turret for Vulcun. He's got out. Kaigu using that paranoia. Xmithie actually missing out on towards the cocoon there. He may get focused on. There's going to be Chain of Corruption landing on towards him, but they're having to back out. Stranglethorns popping Mineski back there, and now Kaigu's in trouble. He's got that Oracle on, but it may not last because Xmithie's going to pounce on towards him. He does survive. Ace in the hole comes out. Tgee catches that one, uses the box randomly. The Requiem comes through. That's going to find a double kill, and now Snoy's in trouble. He gets focused down. Finally, Vulcun starting to turn the screws on the Philippine team, and it's going to be Yume backing off. Exo gets caught out. Wither comes in. Vulcun closing the door. They do manage to get one. Yume's not going to be able to survive another, though, and that will be the ace for Vulcun. When they finally land it, it's Xmithie that closes it out. It's a 5-for-1.
That's a well-played team fight for Vulcun. It'll give them a lot of Mineski's base, if not the whole thing, and I've got to wonder why Mineski wanted to start a fight against the team with Baron buff, who's winning. And here's Snoy, though, it will sweep away minions decently. This is a catch here on a Xmithie. This might be good.
Xmithie repels away, catches on towards it. Tgee taken low. Stand United going to be used, but it's not enough. Teleport comes in. Sycho Sid's about to join the party. Jumps on towards Yume. Yume taken very low from this one. Sycho Sid does manage to get room prisoned up there. They're trying to get away from this one. That's going to be Exo going down in the backside to mancloud. Meanwhile, Sycho Sid romps on through the whole base, and that surely will be the game for Vulcun.
Super minions hitting the Nexus. This will be Vulcun finally getting a much-needed win at the end, or I guess the end of the day for this team, making them back to 2-2. And the crowd chanting USA in the background, happy to have their hometown team pick up a win right here. Hard-fought victory, but Vulcan's done it.
Absolutely. So Vulcun, they finally close out the win. It took them a time, that's for sure. 35 minutes. It was not an easy win by any account. Mineski certainly put up a very valiant performance this time around. But Vulcun finally, after the fans and all the analysis claimed they would take the victory, they certainly did, but it took them a long time.
Yeah, +1 win for the analysts, +1 win for the home audience, and +1 win for these guys. Mineski, I would not hang your head low if I were them, though. They put on a good fight. Couple of miscues, sure, but I think their team comp looked pretty good. I think they had a pretty obvious goal there, and they executed it reasonably well. But a couple of good picks by the Vulcun squad, a couple of rough team fights, but they've been learning. They said they